Good morning, students. Remember, we are discussing a new concept in our lessons, in our discussions in SST, that is civics. What is civics? I have explained to you in the last video that civics is the science that studies about the human behavior, human dealing, human relationship, and human affairs. All these are part of the civics. So how to deal with one another, how to relate to one another in our lives so that we can live our life in a better way. That is why civics is. That is what the science that deals with is a science. Social science, we call it social science, civics. So the part of the social science is civics. It's a civic. So that is what we are discussing. In civics, here we are discussing about the most basic level of the civics is the village and village panchayat. Village, so the village comprises of the families. Families are other members of the family, the father, mother, son, daughter, uncle, auntie, grandfather, grandmother, all those things, they are the family members. Now, how are they dealing? And then the family is the smallest unit of our whole structure of civics. Civic administration, family. So everything is centered, everything is geared towards the development of the family members. Family. And so family is important. So many families, I have told, many families make a village. When they settle together, live together, then that is a village. Village. And this village, when many families come together, then there has to be some rules and regulations, some ways, some path, some ways to live with one another. Not simply living. There is some rules. That is the concept of rule. I'm not telling rules. Village, there is these days you can feel there is a rule, but there was not rule as such. They were not calling rule. It was a way of living, a beautiful life that was there earlier. Nowadays there is a concept of framing a rule. This is how you have to do. This is from here you go. This you come. This is how you work. This is your place. This is my place. All those rules and regulations, you cannot shout, cannot make noise, cannot quarrel with another. All those things are some set of rules and regulations they have made in the Gujarat. So panchayat. So who makes these rules? It's a panchayat. Now, what is panchayat now? What is panchayat? I have told family members, village. Now people are increasing, number is increasing. So you need to have in the family, father and mother, whatever they say, that becomes a rule. But in the village, many families are there. Each one, they have their own rules. So all those rules collect together and make some sort of rules. Very, very many times it is not written. But these days, since people are more educated, more organized, there are so many malpractices, indisciplined things are going on, not good things are going on. So they have to frame some set of rules. And who can do that? It's a panchayat. Now what is this panchayat? Panchayat. I have told panch is known as a Panch Parameshwar. Why it is known as? You will be studying many things about panchayat. the decision making things, but then Now I am telling you, panchayat is consists of 5 members, 5 important members of the village. Influential members. Here our book says influential members. That means important members, those who have some say in the village. Some they can say they have some sense. They have some sense of thinking good for the people. They make mukhya, 5 members, 5 permission. They are initially early days it was there. So mukhya, sarpanch, treasurer, priest, and messenger. These make one punch. They make one punch, one group, one committee members, one constituent, one constitution. So this is a commission. They make a commission. So they make a punch, a commission that deals with the development and affairs of the village. How to go about in the village. Who are they? Main one is the mukhya, head of the village, mukhya. He is assistant sarpanch. He is not vice mukhya, but he is an assisting. So I'll tell you, mukhya, he heads the whole group. He heads the village. Very important person. Sarpanch, decision making. Who is right, who is wrong, both together with mukhya. Sarpanch deals more, studies more about the things and reports to the mukhya. So this was the work of the mukhya, sarpanch. So he was like a lawyer and the judge there. Judge, yes, he works as the judge. What is right? Who is doing right or wrong? All those things. Treasurer, some money has to be there. No, without money we cannot do. So those days when there was no money transaction, there were things, properties. So treasurer has to see all that, because when you do certain things, you will spend money, spend something. For example, in the village, whatever they grow, paddy, rice, dal, whatever they grow, that is a property. So he has to give some accounts. He has to collect. So treasurer has to spend for the common good. Treasurer. Next one, priest. A priest is an important person. He has to offer sacrifices, do puja and all that. So, priest in all the religion. Earlier, surely it was all were either in the scheduled tribe, they had their own government, and Hindus, they had their own government, but this is in connection with the village, the scheduled tribe. So priest was important, had to play important role in all their activities. Next one is the messenger. All whatever they do, who has to give the message to the people? Not the mukhya, not the sarpanch, not the treasurer, not the priest. He will go around. Who has to give? Messenger. One person is appointed to give message to the people. Oh, there is a dugdugya. They used to make dugdugya. There is a meeting. Mukhya has called a meeting. This meeting under what? Under the certain tree. There is a meeting on certain date. So all the village in the family members have to come, or the family heads have to come, and whoever has to come, it is said by the messenger. So messenger was important person. So remember, my dear students, this is the origin of the government, and this is the most basic structure at the grassroots level, at the very base level. This is our government. This was that. Who was the mukhya, sarpanch, treasurer, priest, and messenger. These days, this mukhya and sarpanch they have made it one, and they call it sarpanch as the head of the Gram Sabha. Sarpanch is the head, not the mukhya. Head is these days I am telling you. Earlier it was there. This is the work I have told. Mukhya, he was the head, he was heading, he was like presiding everything. Sarpanch was the decision making and the discussion with the mukhya, and then he was gathering information and all that. Then treasurer who was keeping the money and all that. The priest who was offering sacrifices, doing puja. and the messenger. See, very well, these people were handling the whole village affairs. So, dear children, did you understand? So, this is what the basic structure of our. Now it has expanded. It has expanded. In place of Mukhya came president. In place of Sarpanch came prime minister. In place of a treasurer came the finance minister. In place of a priest, there came the religious leaders. They are not the government official, yet they have important place in so there may be here there is a president. So there are other officials. Here we could put in the bracket at present, and the messengers also are there, executive. So all the ministers, they are different ministers, they are all messengers now. So all these things are this has been expanded in a national way. It was in a village, this many 5 people, village or a group of village. Now all these things we are going to study. This is how the Panch Parmeshwar is started there. Gram Panchayat is started there. These were the members, 5 members. Okay. So yesterday we have discussed little bit. I had told you that I will tell you what is how this Gram Sabha started, Gram Panchayat started, and who are the members. These are the 5 5 members. I told they cannot make wrong decisions. They cannot make wrong decision. All have their own say. So if one makes mistake, the other one will correct. 5 of them are there. If the only 2 are there, then they make mistake. See, or 3 surely there is less possibility. But 2 always they can make mistake. They can take they will do this, and then there's the corruption comes. But if 5 are there, you see. So this was the origin of the government in the village level. So traditionally, villages were administered by panchayat consisting of wise and respected elder chosen and accepted by the local community. They were the elders, 5 elders, Mukhya, Sarpanch, treasurer, priest and messenger. They would deal with the local problems and solve dispute among villages. Among the villages, whatever problem comes in the family also, if the family member cannot solve that problem, they will bring the issue to the panch, and then they will call the meeting and they will discuss in the meeting what to do and how to go about. Their decisions were binding. Whatever these 5 members decided, all the villages have to follow. They had to follow by all means. One and all, everybody. This system functioned till the Mughal period. Till Mughals came, this system was functioning. This system was working as a governance. As a government, they were governing these 5 members. All other, so this period, till Mughal came. After the British established their rule, they sent their officials, and so when the Britishers came, these 5 members were ignored. Who came? Britishers came. They started their own rules and regulations, and they, as they wish, as they pleased, as they benefited for their own good, they made the rules for the people. People had no say, and so they were not free at all. People were not free. After independence, Mahatma Gandhi advocated Panchayati Raj. He says, after independence, Mahatma Gandhi says, no, this Panchayati Raj, what is the basic system of government which is there in our root, that has to come, so that each member of the country, each citizen of a country will be taken care. And so he said, we should have Panchayati Raj system. This system we should apply in the nationwide. Okay, so Panchayati Raj as the foundation of India's political system. This is the foundation. I told you how they were functioning in the village. So that has enlarged, I said. So this system, that is the system, basic system of the government. He realized that the decentralized form of government would work the best, where each village would be responsible for its self-governance. They will govern. If there are major issues, the state will see. All the more major issues, center is there to see. So that's why it says decentralize it. Don't make everything at the center. Give them their power. Give them responsibility. That is work division. Don't take burden upon your head and manipulate others. Instead, give them the responsibility, and it will go on for. Well, that's why Mahatma Gandhi advocated the Panchayati Raj system. So, the Panchayati Raj system was formalized by the 73rd Amendment. This was then accepted in the included in the Constitution. 73rd Amendment Act of 1992. They amended the Constitution. Amended means renewed, changed, and then included the Panchayati Raj. Oh, it's a disturbance, you see. So, Panchayati Raj system came to be like this. Understood? Okay, we'll discuss little later also, something more.